So this just in, hot off the presses, Ford Motor Company is rolling out some significant pricing incentives that are going to be available starting April 3rd. And according to their website, they came out with like a mini press release that I'm going to read now. So if you're in the market for a car, or a Ford car, you might want to consider taking a look at Ford and seeing if there's something there that catches your eye, because you might be able to grab a car from Ford at a significant savings than you could have a few days ago. So let's get right into it. I'm going to read the announcement from Ford. So it's called a handshake deal for America. Ford employee pricing for everyone. In times like these, talk is cheap. At Ford, we believe in action. For 121 years, we've put our money where our mouth is, assembling vehicles that Americans rely on and supporting American jobs. Today, I am proud to announce a new U.S. initiative that's more than just a promotion. It's a handshake deal for every American. We call it Ford Motor Company, from America for America. And it means that starting April 3rd, we'll offer employee pricing to everyone. Consumers will pay what we pay. We understand that these are uncertain times for many Americans, whether it's navigating the complexities of a changing economy or simply needing a reliable vehicle for your family. We want to help. That's why we're opening our employee pricing to all U.S. customers, giving them access to significant savings on a wide range of 2024, 2025 gas, hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and diesel Ford and Lincoln vehicles. Please note that this does not include Raptors, Specialty Mustangs, and Bronco vehicles, the 2025 Expedition and Navigator SUVs, and Super Duty trucks, also not included. For potential electric retail customers, the employee pricing is on top of the Ford Power Promise, further extended through June 30th. Keep in mind, this regular employee pricing that I was just talking about is only from April 3rd through June 2nd. They do an extension of a program for electric retail customers. So that's what I'm reading now. The potential electric retail customers' employee pricing is on top of the Ford Power Promise, further extended through June 30th. This includes a complimentary home charger and standard installation with a Ford electric vehicle to wake up charged and ready to go every morning. So that's nice. You get that home charger, standard installation for free. It's complimentary. So if you're into buying an electric car, at least you might want to consider Ford. If you are undecided as to which car to go with, check them out. Continuing on, this Ford Motor Company from America for America program is a testament to our commitment to assembling where we sell. It's a way for us to give back to the communities that we have supported for generations. Ford is proud to employ more U.S. hourly auto workers than any other automaker. When you buy a Ford vehicle, you're not just getting a capable vehicle, you're investing in American jobs and American communities. And we believe in American ingenuity and the enduring spirit of the American driver. So this is hot off the presses. And if you are not sure of what vehicle to get, or you're still doing your research and you're not decided, this could be a good time to consider Ford because of this new marketing initiative that is coming with some significant incentives. When you have employee pricing, typically that means that you get discounts off of the pricing that a dealer will normally sell to a car to you for. So that means you're going to pay less. And it's usually going to be pricing that is reduced to around what the invoice price is, or below MSRP. Now, the way that dealers can still make money, so that it's just how it works, is that dealers get compensated from the factory, from Ford corporate or whoever the manufacturer is. They get other incentives on top of just selling a car for MSRP and making a markup on the car. So they can still make money. And also, don't forget that a lot of these cars that are going to be part of this program are probably going to be new vehicles that are stacking up in terms of excess inventory just because the car market has been softening as of late and even over the last few months. So it's possible that they needed to do something like this anyway. So the timing is right for this type of program to come out, and coming out under the name of employee pricing, I think is intentional on their part. But the fact of the matter is that if it reduces your price by any amount, I think it's a good thing. And if you're not decided on what car to get, then definitely talk to your local Ford dealer. Check with the Ford website to see if they update it. But right now, I don't see any specific discounts that are obvious to me. But this is still early in the game. And Ford does say that you should check with the Ford dealers. They're going to have the most up to date information on pricing and all the incentives that you can combine, including this latest and greatest incentive from Ford that they just recently announced. Now, obviously, the difference in price is something that you're probably really interested in. Like, how much cheaper is it going to be? Is it going to be $100, $1,000, $2,000? So if it's going to be how it was in the past, which is roughly, let's say, invoice pricing compared to MSRP, there's a difference there that it could be $1,000, could be $2,000, could be hundreds of dollars. It depends on the overall price of the car because it usually is kind of like think about it like it's like a rough percentage of the overall MSRP, and the invoice price is a reduction to that. So the discount itself, that gap between the invoice price and the MSRP, is going to increase accordingly with the price of the car. So just be mindful that this doesn't mean that you go out and overspend and buy a car for no reason. But if you are in the market for a car, I think it's a great time to at least consider Ford for the discounts that they offer to see. Because if it saves you $2,000, that's a nice chunk of change. And don't forget, dealers are trying to get rid of excess inventory because the car market has been on the decline and the economy isn't helping them any, at least not now in the short term. Maybe in the long term it'll change and it'll improve. So I'm hopeful for that. But again, knowing what we know now, if you're buying a car right now, check out the Ford discount. It runs from April 3rd, 2025 through June 2nd, 2025. And there's additional of a discount that's running for an extended period of time. I think it's June 30th for the electric vehicles from Ford. But check out the Ford website, check out the information directly from them. And if you have any questions, especially if you're really close to buying, definitely check out your Ford dealership. Talk to them because they're going to have all the heavy duty details, the granular facts on what this means to you in terms of dollars and cents. And you can only get a final price from a dealer anyway. So mention this to them. Mention that you're interested in this and any other discounts that you may apply for. And who knows, you may be pleasantly surprised with the reduced price, potentially, of your next Ford brand new 2024 or 2025 vehicle. Now, at the same time that I'm talking about Ford, it's very possible that other American automakers or other automakers in general that just make and manufacture cars in the United States, they don't have to be American, they may come out with some type of competing discount program for customers nationwide in competition with Ford. And this could be a good thing. Competition is good if it drives down and spurs other manufacturers to compete with reduced prices and more aggressive pricing for the consumer to win. I think it's going to require that all these automakers get creative and utilize their supply chain, the way that they creatively make these financial incentives with their dealerships. It's going to require them to participate. And I think Ford is doing, again, I'm not sure how this is going to shape out in terms of the overall pricing differential, but if it's $1,000, $2,000 or more, that is significant. Every little bit helps. And if other automakers jump into the mix here with their own discounted programs, then I think this is a very big step in the right direction, at least for right now, because people do need some type of economic stimulus. And if you're buying a car, let's face it, it's not a luxury. A lot of people do need a car, especially if you've been hanging on to an older car for a while. It's going to get to the point where, of course, obviously, it could be a safety issue, but more than likely, it's just an expense. So, how long do you keep pouring money into repairs for a car that ultimately you're going to have to sell anyway or get rid of at a very low price? Whereas getting a new car, yes, you're going to pay monthly payments if you have your old car paid off, but at least you don't have the repair bills. So I guess everybody has to do that calculation themselves to see when it's time to buy a new car. But obviously, if you know that you have a car that is starting to get expensive to maintain, and every few months you have to spend $400 or $500 in maintenance because it's an old car, then I think at that point you're going to start to get close to that calculation where the threshold has been met, where you decide, you know what, it's probably better to spring for that new car. And again, Ford Motor Company making it more attractive today, at least for the next couple of months, to buy a car from them with their employee pricing that has been extended to everyone, non-employees. Everybody gets to pay what the Ford employees pay. So with that said, guys, hopefully you got something out of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.